You live over there too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same. Oh, yeah.
Now you got Westwood. You got this over here.
You ain't let me see it this morning.
I'm good.
Okay.
You come up.
What keeps entrepreneurs from connecting and collaborating is trust. If you've never collaborated and saw the benefits of collaboration, then you don't know that you need to. If there is individuals who have strengths that you don't have, and you complement each other, you have those thought partners, those accountability partners that you really can work with well together, the outcome is just amazing. I have been in 5 collaboration books. One of the benefits for me is the time piece, because when you're writing your own book, it does take time. Then secondly, you are opened up to so many more people than you would ever do by yourself. Just the benefit of expanding your reach and your circle is also a benefit in collaboration. I really feel that every entrepreneur needs a book because it helps validate what you're doing. You do the work. You are out there making money off of what you're doing. I like to know what it is that you're doing as an entrepreneur. Tell us your story. Everyone has a story, which is why I highlight entrepreneurs in the Grind Entrepreneur Network, because I am giving them a question of the day. They are detailing their questions and their responses, and you're getting to know who that entrepreneur is. And so with a book, you're able to do that. Your audience, your clients, your customers, they're able to see who you are as a person and not just as that CEO or that boss that you are of your business. The mission of the Grind Entrepreneur Network is really quite simple. It is to support, connect, develop, and highlight entrepreneurs. The network is just amazing. And so I'm really so glad for that, because when I need services done, I go to my network to see who I can invest in. You know, I really want to do something to help support and highlight entrepreneurs who are on their grind. And that's really how the Grind Entrepreneur Network was born. So Perfect Time SHP, that is really a passion. That is a coaching and consulting firm, and I really just focus on leadership development. I look at those career professionals as well as entrepreneurs. If you are in need of a leadership development coach, if you just need some steps, some guidance, some how-tos on getting your entrepreneur journey started, if you want to up-level your career, certainly reach out to me. Also, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to connect with others that are all across the United States and beyond, and also be highlighted and featured in our Grind Entrepreneur Network Spotlight each month, definitely reach out to SharonHPorter.com, and I would love to connect and collaborate with you so that we can definitely support your efforts and make sure that you get the results that you want in your business.
Happy, amazing Sunday morning. This is the I Am Dr. Sharon show, and I am Dr. Sharon, educator, author, entrepreneur, and speaker. And boy, do we have a lineup for you today. As always, though, I must give a shout out to our sponsors of the I Am Dr. Sharon show. First, we have James Adele Custom Clothier, where you will find extravagant fabrics and custom tailoring, all at an affordable price. And you can find him at James Adele CC on Facebook and Instagram. And also Cloud Workspace in Capitol Heights, Maryland. When you need a collaborative workspace, look no further than Cloud Workspace. And you can find them on Get Cloud CO on Instagram. And today, my guest, the lovely Shakitha L. Jeffries. She is a native of Paterson, New Jersey. She is a first-generation college student. She is currently pursuing a doctoral degree in educational leadership, higher education. I know you struggled, Shakitha. She is also a owner of Pretty Lovely Boutique, an authorized vendor of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority. She's also, of course, a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and her ultimate career goal is to become a college president. Shakitha, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I am just so excited to have you here. First of all, I love my edupreneurs, my educators that are entrepreneurs. You are doing it. You look lovely as always.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And so I just gave just a few things about you, but please tell our audience more about who Shakitha is.
So good morning, everyone. And Dr. Sharon, thank you so much for having me on the show this morning. Yes, I am a Jersey native, born and raised. I relocated to Washington, D.C. last year to take on a role as director of housing at a small women's college right in Northeast D.C. And so my first year here, I can't believe it's almost 2 years, but my first year here, I commuted back and forth to New Jersey because I was that vested in my education. So I commuted. I didn't want to take on an online program for my doctoral program. No shade to anyone. Absolutely. But when I started the program, it was a traditional inside the classroom. So I commuted my first year from Jersey to DC. I made a trip every week. On Wednesdays, I would get up, crack of dawn to Jersey, and I'll be back the next day. Wow. And so, I want to say that, to anyone that's watching, that you have to do what you feel is going to be best for you. And that was the hardest year of my life last year. And so this year, I'm embarking on my second year in D.C., and I have been out and about. I am trying to become an honorary Washingtonian, so I have been visiting different sites, but I've been enjoying my time here. I am, a down-to-earth person. Being on social media, it's a gift and a curse. I've made so many connections, such as our connection, but I'm a down-to-earth individual, and I love to uplift other women who are all about all things positive. Yes, I am from Jersey. I'm a first-generation student, oldest of 5, and I just got to the point where I'm able to share my story, and not for bragging rights, not for anyone to look at me as a a statistic, but as a point of encouragement to say, yes, you may have come from a broken background, but you can achieve whatever it is that you want to do. I get excited about myself. I take pride in myself. I have a photo of the day when I'm feeling good. And it's not because I'm conceited or anything like that, but if you know my story, you know that I've struggled. I'm happy because I couldn't have made it without God. And so I'm just happy to be here, and I'm just trying to live the best life that I can, and hoping that I can go in the direction in which God wants me to be. I do want to be a college president. I want to pursue my business, Pretty Lovely Boutique, even further. But at the end of the day, is what God has in store for me.
I love that. And just speaking of Pretty Lovely Boutique, first of all, I've seen some of the pieces, and these are handmade jewelry pieces. So that's something that you need to hear, handmade.
Handmade, yes.
And so I want you to really take us through the beginning of Pretty Lovely Boutique. How did it start? What was that vision for you?
Well, it's really just started as, I would say it just really started as, I'm always, my bank account is always struggling, going through school and having different responsibilities. But whenever I would have a special occasion, if it was a birthday or just a girls' gathering, I wanted to give something to my friends and family as my appreciation. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm not always able to pay for the meals when we go out, but this one particular year I was turning 30, and I wanted to give something from the heart. I reached out to a coworker who I knew made jewelry, and I said, listen, I need your help. I need to make a bracelet. I went out to Michael's, got all the supplies. They were some cheap pearls, but I made bracelets for all of my guests who came, for all of the ladies who came to my 30th birthday party. And those bracelets, thinking about it, I've been lying about my age, years ago, over 5 years ago, when they saw that bracelet and they knew that I made it, it was the best thing. They was excited about it. I liked the way it made them feel, and they wore that bracelet out to the pillar.
Right.
The plastic, it was falling off and it was tarnishing, but I loved how that made my friends feel. Yeah. And so that really was, the spark that I needed. When women put my jewelry on, they get excited, it makes them feel good. And I like that reaction. They, knowing that I made it, that I took my time to put something together for them. My jewelry is not only pretty, it is quality, and I really do put my heart and my soul into it.
And it shows, it really does. And you are repping today.
Yes.
So all of my AKA friends out there, you have an authorized vendor where you can go, because we know in the D9 world, being authorized is what it's about.
Hello.
So definitely reach out to her. So now let's talk about some of the handmade pieces, because I see your beautiful necklace. I see all of your arm candy. Definitely. So tell us what really goes through that process of doing it, because I'm sure it takes time to really do that. And if someone wants to order from you, how long do they need to contact you before they need it?
Well, anyone that's interested, in handmade jewelry from Pretty Lovely Boutique, you can log on to prettylovelyboutique.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You can order. I have a website. You can just look at some of the base items that I have. If something is not to your particular fancy, you want to add an extra bling or you want to add some customization, you can certainly do that. I'm always available by phone, text. My clients, I really hold them dear to my heart because, without them, my business wouldn't be here. If you're interested, most of my items right now, and, I'm not complaining, I have been very busy. God has blessed me with, consistent business. So if you're interested in a piece, it will take you 14 to 21 business days, and I stay true to that. But it's just really just sitting down, going to local bead shops or shows that come in the area and just hand picking the pieces. I love to use quality pieces, things that will last you for a while.
Yes.
And, I don't know. I just get right down to it. It's not a burden for me. I do what I love. And it's actually, sitting and creating pieces, it's really, it's like a stress reliever for me. I just sit, I just do it. That's it.
It really is amazing, because I know, especially you know that you have taken the love and the time to make every piece of it. That is wonderful. Now, do you find yourself vending a lot, or do you strictly stay true to your business and your website?
I do vending opportunities. When I, first started and decided to make a name for myself, I was all over the place. I still would like to get back into vending, but school is my
Yes.
priority. I need to get this
Yes.
degree done. But if anyone is interested in having me at their event, just give me about as much notice as possible, maybe 2 to 3 months, because again, I come, when I come, I'm bringing a lot of
Yes.
merchandise, and everything again is handmade, from my earrings, my necklaces, bracelets, everything. So yes, I am open to any vending opportunities, and you can always find me online.
Wow. And so what about clip-on earrings? Do you do clip-on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't discriminate. I do clip-ons.
Yes.
Yes.
It's hard to find some quality clip-ons.
Yes,
So
I can do some clip-ons.
there are some of us that still do clip-ons.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So I love that. Oh my goodness. So are you going to be anywhere in the near future?
In the near future, I hope to be at a AKA event or a Delta event somewhere near you. I don't really have any particular upcoming events on the docket. I will be in New York in a couple of weeks at our regional conference, just connecting with individuals. But that's about it. You can find me online. I'm always available. If you have if anybody has an upcoming event and interested in having a quality jewelry maker there, let me know.
That's
I'll
awesome.
be there.
So please give everyone your contact information where they can find your jewelry again at your website, and then if they need to contact you to be a part of their event. Please.
Okay, everyone. Again, I'm Shakitha Jeffries. Most individuals know me as Kiki. You can find Pretty Lovely Boutique at www.prettylovelyboutique.com. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, and you can email me at chatwithkiki@prettylovelyboutique.com.
There you go. I love it. So make sure you make those connections. Thank you, Shakitha. I so enjoyed talking with you, and we would definitely be connecting.
Yes,
without a doubt.
Okay, before we leave, I cannot come here without bearing some
Oh
little
my
gifts.
goodness.
So I have
a gift.
some gifts for you.
Oh my goodness. Awesome.
Pretty Lovely
Let's
Boutique.
open it
Yes,
real quick
open
so
it
we can
so you can see.
Pretty lovely. Oh my goodness.
And I hope that you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. You have got to see this. Oh, it's beautiful in my beloved DST.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Isn't that
Something with a little
beautiful?
sparkle.
I love it. Oh my goodness. And the bracelet to go with it. And earrings. Oh my goodness, guys. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you
you
so much.
so much for having
D9
me.
Love, guys. D9 Love. I so appreciate it. Thank you for joining this segment. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with my next guest, the People's MC, Dr. Renee Allen.
Hello? Hey, girl.
Oh,
What's wrong? Girl, I just went to a major dealership and got ripped off on a luxury car. Ugh.
Well, I just got a great deal on a luxury car at Star Imports in Camp Springs, Maryland. They took their time with me, treated me with respect, and helped me find the perfect car.
Hey, DMV, looking for a unique car buying experience? Tired of high-pressure sales? Good news. At Star Imports, you'll be delighted with our boutique-style car buying experience. We're committed to treating you with the utmost respect, even if you have less than perfect credit. Check out our impressive selection of pre-owned BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Jaguars, and other imports starting at $5,988. For fast online guaranteed credit approvals, go to starimports.com. That's STARRIMPORTS.com. Or call 301-423-8000. Star Imports, home of the boutique-style car buying experience. Located in Camp Springs, Maryland, off exit 7B off the Beltway, next to Red Lobster.
The enemy came up against your finances. The enemy came up against your vision. The enemy came up against your business. You will win. Yes, you will. But
much for coming back right with us, because you know we have the lovely Dr. Renee Allen. I tell you, we've been trying to connect, and we made it happen today.
Yes, ma'am.
She is an extraordinary commentary for any occasion that you need. She is the founder and CEO of Star Entertainment Group, LLC. She is the host of the Renee and Allen Friends Show on WLBS Radio. Yes. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And also, she is a 20-year retired and highly decorated veteran in the U.S. Navy and Navy Reserve. And she is none other than Dr. Renee Allen. Renee, welcome. I love her so much. Oh, my goodness. And thank you so much for your service.
You're welcome.
Oh, my goodness. So I just gave just a glimpse of all the stuff that you do. Please take a minute and share more about Renee Allen.
You know, I'm just the oldest of 3 girls from Fairfield, Connecticut, who loves women, loves to inspire, educate, empower women and men and children. But my focus is really women, because a lot of us are broken. A lot of us are insecure. A lot of us don't know where to start our trajectory to what we want to do on this earth for our life and our passion. So, and like you, I'm a 5 collaboration girl. One of them we did together, the phenomenal women.
Yes, absolutely.
Chantel Tisdale.
Yes.
But I'm just really loving life and trying my best, really just navigating through this world to get the best and to do my best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about the military, first of all. 21 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Please tell us about your Navy experience.
Well, you know, I grew up in the richest county in Fairfield, Connecticut, but my parents were blue collar. So both my parents had 2 jobs. And at one time, my father had a 3rd part-time job. And so when I grew up, I was one of 4 blacks in my high school, Roger Ledlow. And so up until about 9th grade, I was very shy in school. And until I got into the arts, drama, I was Edna, the up the down staircase. I was Gypsy, not Gypsy, I was Edna, what was that? Something Rose and Gypsy.
Okay.
And was scouted to the Repertory Theater in Greenwich, Connecticut. That's when I started to blossom in 10th grade. So the military started when these wonderful, sharp women and men came into our high school with their uniforms trying to recruit, unbeknownst to me. Right?
Right.
So being an average student, you know, a few A's, a few C's, but really like a B- student, I really didn't qualify for scholarships. So what I did was I thought about the military, and I loved the Navy uniform, right? And the guy who was talking to me, he honed in on me, which eye contact is so important, right? So it was the Navy.
Wow.
So I went home and I told my mom and dad, I said, you know, I was just turned 17. I said, you know, I'm really interested. No, I was just turned 16 in the military. And they were like, no. Because my father, being a vet in the Army, did not have a great experience. And I didn't know that until he was close to his death last year. And so anyway, at 17, I graduated. And I said, you know, I'm ready to go. You know, I didn't want to be a burden on my family. And I knew we had 2 other sisters coming up, and my parents were such hard workers. And so what I did was I joined, but I needed my parents' permission because I was 17, right? So I went. My mother was like, no, no, no. My father was like, no, no, no. And I said, well, I'm going whether I go now or at 18. So I like your permission now, because what am I doing now? So they reluctantly gave me their wishes, and I was off. And I was off with a vigor. I mean, I was excited about getting out into the life. With no mentor at the time. My cousin Gregory Montero joined the military with me. So we were both stationed in San Diego, California, which wasn't too shabby, right?
That's
so everyone thought we were married. My father put this fake little ring on my finger, told me never chase a man, or he said, don't chase a man or he'll be chasing someone else. So I've always had the man chase me, you know, because, you know, a man is the hunter. He knows what he wants. You just have to say yes or no. So we're really in control. We don't even know.
That's right.
So I joined the military, had a blast, was on the medevac unit. Oh, God, I had so much fun. I went to Roosevelt Roads, Puerto Rico. I was on the emergency room staff during Grenada invasion. Saw a lot of blood, a lot of bad stuff. So when I got ready to re-enlist, I did not want to do any more medical. I was burnt out. So when I arrived at Bethesda Naval Hospital, which is now the Army Reed Medical Center, I was selected for one of the Me Too presidential units during the Reagan administration. So that was awesome. I was the only black female. There was a black male. The rest were all white and high-ranking, from chiefs to admirals. And it was the time of my life. We had so much fun. And Ronald Reagan, forget about the politics, he is a cool dude. And Nancy Reagan ran the White House. And then I did a little short stem with President Bush Sr., which was very serious, but also I had a great time.
Wow, that is just so amazing. It's with your story and the strength of that, and even how you got in there.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is amazing. So the People's MC.
Yeah.
So
you know, my bell's kind of sick. It broke, right? Y'all know me. If you know me, I am. This is my trainer bell.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna try it. Look, there it goes.
So I really, you know, how did you get into, because I've had the privilege of being in events where you have emceed and you are phenomenal.
Thank you,
Dynamic.
Thank you, ma'am.
So tell me, how did this start for you?
You know, I always wanted to model, but I wasn't tall enough.
Oh, wow.
And then I didn't know really much about print and all that. You really have to be in the know and someone's niece of a father, you know. So I finally got a hold of John Casablancas in Potomac, Maryland. I paid to go to that school. And when I got out, I was more acclimated to all of the ins and outs of modeling, but I was more so on the managerial part. Like, I wanted to know how to maneuver myself, like it's kind of like a manager quasi, right? So in doing that, I met a lot of people. I was one of the cigar girls at Fight Night, who made about $1,500 back in the 80s.
Oh,
I mean, it was
goodness.
out of control. And then so creative management, talent management, hired me and one of my besties, Carrie Weatherholtz, who, by the way, just lost her mother. Sorry, Carrie. And she's getting ready to get married, so congratulations, Carrie. And so she and I, we ran Tyson's Corner. We ran, and we brought people in. Say you came in and wanted to become an actor, we would look at you anesthetically and say, hey, you need to do this or do that or remove this mole or do that. See what I'm saying? And so we did that for about 3 years together, had a great time. And then eventually with the People's MC, I was modeling, right? Okay. And Classics, if you remember, when it was Class C, and it's not open now, but Classics was the place to go.
Right, Allentown, right?
Yes, I had a blast up at Classics.
Wow.
And I was active duty at the time, and no one really knew, right? So Barry Fletcher, I modeled for a lot of them. Bill Washington, who's now deceased, the peekaboo dress, Channel 4 and all that. But Barry Fletcher had Julie Rogers and Linda Flair Milner were the MCs of the DMV metro area, and I looked up to them. I loved them. And so I believe it was Julie who was not able to come to one of the shows for Barry Fletcher. And so he said, well, who wants to, I need an MC. Wow. That's how it happened. Wow. So I was like, me, right? So I got up there and I started really emulating the two greats in my time, right? And of course, Shayla from Ebony Fashion Fair, I loved her too. So next thing you know, Barry was like, yes. And so when Julie came back, she said, no. So he gave me to my very dear friend now, but at the time, Roger Gore. Wow. That was his protege. He was in the sink doing his G Natural products at that time. Now he's in everywhere, Wegmans, Organic Mom, everywhere. And Amazon, I mean, the products are to die for. And so I got up there and I started, you know, really, I love people. You know, the pecking order, I'm the oldest of 3 girls. So I was pegged the People's MC during the Rashard Baker campaign. His wife, the first lady of Prince George's County, she said to me, you make everyone feel so important when you're on stage. Because I was at Flowers High School with, my girlfriend Debbie, and we were on the big thing, you know, talking, you know, vote for, you know,
right.
So, my goodness. And she goes, you're the People's MC. Wow. And from that point on, I was pegged the People's MC, and I do like to make everyone feel important. Because even though there are VIPs, Oprahs of the world, the bottom line is we're all important. And like your last guest said, we all have something to do on this earth. You know, you want to empower people. So I'm honored to have that because I really, really love people.
Yes, and I love to see you in action.
Oh, thank you.
It is awesome. And so you were the inaugural host of Women Business Report.
Yes, Alvin Jones.
Yes.
Oh, come on, Belle, work for me, work for me.
Yes. And I love that show, you know, and so tell us about that experience.
Well, first of all, Alvin Jones, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Alvin.
Woo, okay. He is all that in a bag of chips. But Alvin, he's just the mastermind of so many things, and he's behind the scenes, most of them, right? So we had this great idea, you know, before everybody really had it, you know, the Women's Business Report, bringing women to the forefront, the platform to really tell their story and to shine about their businesses, right? So we know each other. He was one of the co-hosts, original co-hosts, Karen Marie Austin, Alvin Jones, and Tim Jackson for the Renee Allen and Friends show 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
So he asked me if I would host, and I said, yes, right? So I was the inaugural host. He has a wonderful variety of hosts now.
Yes.
But it's just a wonderful, wonderful television show that brings out the best in the DMV
it really
and beyond.
Is.
Yeah.
It really is. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. And so authorship. And so I saw the second one. What's the second book?
Girl, I'm number 5 like you. I got 5 collaborations. I'm working. The 5th one is my own. Glory to God.
Glory
Bam,
to
boom, collab. Okay, but I have Head Lady in Charge, which was Trevor Otts and Shay Brown. You know, you know the Black
Trevor
CEO.
Yes.
Okay, and they just had a conference. I just left the other day. Yeah, out in Herndon, Virginia. Then I have Fearless Living with Cheryl Wood.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
my girl, our girl. We gotta share Cheryl Wood, right?
That's it.
Then I have 3 that I'm working on. One is with Brashawn Shaw, from the Oprah Network, and it's oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me. It's the war. You Are a Warrior, or the Unstoppable Warrior. Girl, don't kill me.
Okay.
And then Rebel Rising, and then eventually, by the time Power Networking Conference comes in July, I want to have mine done. I'm working on it now.
Okay.
Star Power.
Yes.
Which the forward is going to be the great Emma Fraser
Pendleton.
Yes. George C. Frazier's sister, and Marcia Dyson. Both women I adore.
Absolutely.
And respect.
Ooh, that's all. And Dr. M is actually in one of my upcoming Women Who Lead anthologies. Yes.
We got to share her too.
Yes.
Because that's the woman. That's the
she is awesome, isn't she?
Yes,
yeah,
girl.
I'm excited.
Beauty and brains,
yes,
I call her.
absolutely.
Harvard, when nobody knew about Harvard.
That's it. That's right.
Yes.
I love Dr. Renee, y'all.
I love you too.
Oh my goodness. So, Dr. Renee Allen, what's next for you? You have done it all. What's next? What's next?
Girl, thank you for that. But no, I've just touched the surface. I was a late bloomer. I retired in the military in 2004. Been out here, you know, I've just been my own really, you know, mentor with his guidance and tutelage. And now, you know, I have a few that I like to give some tutelage to. Of course, my mother and father, Letha and Charlotte Frazier, they really instilled the moral fiber of me and the worldly global excitement of me. And then, of course, Darnell Self from Prepaid Legal, Charles Overton Scott from CSO from back in the day, George C. Frazier, Peggy Morris, Jennifer Jones, Mr. Lance London, the Carolina Kitchen, where you get your chicken and much, much more. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And now I'm actually, well, we could talk about that, but I'm involved in something he's doing great called Medica.
Right, the pet thing.
Yes. Oh,
absolutely.
you know about it. Oh, word gets around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So those are the books, and I have some projects going on, and one of which my dear friend Vivia Avakova, which is a Nigerian beauty, has a huge annual fashion show, which will be at the Civic Center in Silver Spring.
Okay.
It's the latter part of March. Sean Yancey from Fox will be a honored guest. Oh my goodness, Karen Huger from Potomac Housewives.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
She will be the host. I'm the MC.
Yes.
And it's just a host of beautiful people. It's just in that one. And do you know Vivian?
No, I don't.
Oh, I have to introduce you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, she's really
that's
a great
awesome.
woman.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of stuff going on.
I tell you, and that's what it's all about. So tell everyone how they can connect with you. How can they reach out to you?
Yes, thank you. Well, I have too many Facebook pages, but the one that says 5,000 or 4,900 and something, that's Renee Allen. I have one that's Renee Starlyn, StarLYNN Allen, which has about 1,000 spots for people. That's my second page. And then the Renee Allen and Friends show, I'm working on it, y'all. I need a good what do I want to say? Not expensive now. What I want to say?
Okay.
A realistically priced, economical social media person.
Yes.
I tried to, not working out. I tried an assistant. She wanted to be me. Look, all I want is for everybody to be themselves, and let's do this together.
Yes. Oh my God. You tell the truth. You know,
ma'am.
Just be you. That's what I always say.
Be you. There's only one of you.
That's it.
Yes. And Renee Allen and Friends, and spelled out, friends with an S, @gmail.com. Call me. Oh, no, don't call me now. They took my phone number off my car because somebody was calling too much. But reach out to me via email, reneeallenandfriends @gmail.com.
There you go.
Or on Facebook. And I'll reply. Give me about, a few days, maybe even a week, because I have a lot going on, but I will reply. If you want to be on the show, it's WLVS, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States. The Renee Allen and Friends Show, of course, keep supporting this wonderful show. I love Dr. Sharon and Vox.
Yes.
Wave.
Yes.
.com.
I love it. Thank you, Dr. Allen.
You're
tell you,
welcome.
she's always a delight and always the same. That's what I love about you,
ma'am.
always.
Thank you, ma'am.
So thank you. So, guys, we're going to take just another quick break, and we have double guests for you next. We have Miss Latrice Hurd, who is a licensed cosmetologist, and Miss Rochelle Johnson, the owner of the salon. So please, we'll be right back.
And before we leave, like our other guest, Sharita, I think that was her name, a.k.a. I have a gift for you. Godiva is a girl's best friend.
God. Thank you. This is the show of gifts. Thank you, Renee.
You're welcome.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you,
guys,
Sharon.
we'll be right back.
Point to your neighbor and tell them everything attached to you wins. Come on, let's say tell them everything attached to you wins. Now just tell them, say it's your winning season. It's your winning season. It's your winning season. It's your winning season. You've got to carry you. It's your winning season. You've got to carry you. It's your winning season. That's what he's gonna do tonight. Cause you can't afford to lose again. You can't afford to Because I realize that you can't say you are a winner but look defeated. I need you to get up out of your seat and high five 10 people across this room. Don't just stay at your room, tell them across the room that you will win. Come on, high five 10 people and tell them you will win. You will win. God don't work failures. God don't call you defeated. You are a winner. Maybe you didn't know it before.
Thank you so much for coming back with us. And now I have two dynamic guests with me. I have Rochelle Johnson and I have Latrice Hurd. I tell you, I am just so excited to have both of you, both licensed cosmetologists, one owner of the salon. And I'm just going to let both of you, each of you, share a little more information about you, starting with you first, Latrice.
Okay. Well, yes, I am Latrice Hurd. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Been a licensed cosmetologist for about 21 years. I can't see myself doing anything else.
Wow.
I love hair. I love the education of hair. Hair is so important to many people, not only just women. It's important to men as well. So I love the craft, and I took it over, and I just love it.
21 years.
21
That's
years.
awesome. Oh,
licensed for 21 years.
Okay.
I've been doing hair since I was about, I'm going to say about 8 or 9.
Wow.
I started off as a braider.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, exciting. And Rochelle, what's the name of your salon?
The name of my salon is Sarad's Hair Gallery.
Sarad's Hair Gallery, and that's located where?
I'm located on 3055 Leonardtown Road, and that's in Waldorf, Maryland.
Okay, awesome. So I'm just going to first start out, and this will be for both of you because you're a licensed cosmetologist as well, and we know that hair care is so important.
Very.
And so I really want to start out with talking about, because in the recent years, women have gone to a non-chemical state, natural or what have you. Please, what is the best way to care for your hair in between those appointments that we come see you? How can we care, because it's so dry and brittle? I'm sure you all know all about it. Talk to us about that.
Well, I just want to say that as African American, a lot of people think our hair is bad hair. It's nothing bad about the curl that we have as African Americans, and a lot of people don't know how to take care of it, or either they don't have the time. So the relaxer, which we call the creamy crack, it's convenient, but it's very damaging. But I will promote natural hair if I can. If I know you're the type of person that won't take care of your hair, then I will give you a relaxer. But it does come with treatments. Everything is a consistency of treatment.
Wow.
And a lot of black women wants to buy Michael Kors, they want to buy their bags, they want to go on trips and all of this, but they don't want to take care of their hair. But when they get older and it's thin and it's gone, that's when they want to try to tap, but it's too late because there's so much chemical that's in the relaxer, and some people have been putting that chemical in their hair since they were 7, 8, 9, and these are years to come, and come 60s, in their 60s, they're like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I need to figure it out.
Wow, that's really something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to point out the fact that I was always taught that hair is hair. Whether you're African American, whether you're white American, whether you're blue American or green American, hair can only be a few types, and that's straight, curly, and wavy, or just straight. Okay, so it doesn't matter if what the skin color is, the hair strand is what it is. So in order to properly take care of the hair that God gave us is to condition it, keep it trimmed and healthy, whether you wear weave, braids, curly perms, or whatever. But on a natural state, it's just to care naturally of your natural hair.
Wow.
Right.
So how long have you owned the salon?
I've been ownership for 5 years.
Okay.
And
My salon name, and I love to, and I love
Please
to say
Yes.
that is my mom named Doris backwards.
Oh, okay.
So you flip it backwards. And I was inspired by Oprah when she turned Harpo to Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah
into Harpo.
Then I was inspired by that with my mom's name, Doris.
Okay, I love it. I love it. So, what do you find? You have clients coming to you. What do you find is the most challenging as far as taking care of hair?
The most challenging,
What's most challenging?
taking care of the hair, it's really just consistency. Consistency of treatments and hair care. That's the biggest secret, But people don't, like I said, they don't want to continue to pay for
Invest
that
in
treatment,
that.
invest in that treatment, But
So, is this bi-weekly treatment? Like, how often are you talking that we should be getting treatments for our hair?
I would say weekly.
Really?
But there are some who can't afford to do every week, so every 2 weeks. I would say not to go past, but just whatever you do, make it a consistent basis. It just needs to be consistent.
Wow. So there are so many people out there who have the skill, the ability, but are not licensed. What do you suggest to those individuals?
Get licensed. Period, point blank. Get licensed.
Yes.
So many people want to cut corners.
Yes.
You just got to do things right.
Well, I call them the kitchen-ticians.
I
So
like
when
that.
the kitchen-ticians try to put down the beauticians, it just don't work. It's a failure every time.
Wow.
So it's always best to seek professional help from a professional
Yes.
at all times. And, you go to the kitchen and you don't get the proper guidance on how to take care of your natural hair or your chemically processed hair. And then we have to clean up the mess in the salon when you come to us, and then you're tense and you want to ask all these questions, and we're like, relax, because you're in the right place now, and we're going to take care of you. Wow. And Treese is so amazing.
Yes.
She came aboard maybe maybe a month ago,
Yes.
and she came like full force.
Yes.
100%. And it's such a good feeling to have a stylist there that understand your hustle, your grind, and your push.
Yes.
She asked me to come to support her. I really wasn't ready to be on, but I'm glad to share this moment
Absolutely.
with Treese. She's such an amazing person.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what you're looking for when you're looking for stylists to come into your salon.
Number one is professionalism. That's the number one. And I just stress that is most important, to be on your best at all times. If you walk into your car, if you're behind a chair, because you don't know who will walk into your salon. You don't know who you bump into outside the salon.
True.
So just have those headlights on, as I'm professional 24/7. It's important. So when stylists come in, that's my main goal on you being a professional in the salon, behind the chair. Even though everyone has their own brand, that as long as we look like one, then when you go out to promote your brand, Treese brand, my brand, then that's how you do it, to put people in your chair.
Yes.
But we have to promote and look as one.
I love it. I love it, I
Exposed.
tell you. And so, the whole hair care industry, the whole hair industry is really huge. You have women that are natural. You have women that like wearing weaves or ponytails or what have you. What is the most consistent theme about making sure, because I hear protective styles, and I need you to just explain that to me just a little bit. But what can we do as women, because we all trying to take care of our hair no matter how we're doing it. What is the most consistent theme in doing that and wearing those protective styles?
Well, protective styles, because, too much of anything, if you do too much of anything to your hair, it's overstressing your hair. Whether it's a ponytail, whether it's just two cornrow, whatever it is, if you consistently do the same thing, you're overstressing the hair. So you have to switch up. And a lot of people, depending on their length, texture, and thickness, they're limited. So that's why we offer weaves, braids, crochets, you know, just hair extensions, because it protects your natural hair. Because if you constantly keep doing your hair, combing it every day, brushing it every day, it's stress. It's overstressing your hair. So those things protect your hair. So
to add to that, in between your weaves and crochets and your whatever, it's good to take care of your hair in between. Get good deep conditioners and get ends trimmed and make sure your hair is healthy for your next layer of beauty.
Because the big mistake that a lot of people that wear weaves is they don't wash that hair under there. They don't take care of it. They don't grease it. And then when it's time to take it out, it's so brittle, and they're like, what happened? But I didn't do anything. And I'm like, that's the problem. You didn't do anything.
That's
yeah. And another thing I want to add too, like you said, the hair business is a really big business, and it's a hustle. A lot of people see that, so a lot of people just want to get in it because of the hustle, because of the money. But if they don't love what they do, they're never going to succeed. So you do have to be careful when you're shopping for a stylist, because some people, I've watched people damage clients' hair and then charge them for treatments when they're not knowing they're causing the damage because they don't have the education about it. They just want that fast money.
And education really is the key in really making sure that whomever you go to as your stylist, that they're educated enough to take care of your hair. That's, to me, is what's important.
And you must stay in education.
Yes, continuous. Absolutely. Because there's always new stuff coming.
Always new stuff. You know, the man's got weaves now. You know, you ever need a weave, guys, out there?
Oh, my goodness.
Let me know. Because I will be taking that class really soon.
So tell everyone where they can connect with you guys. I want you to give the address again of the shop. And then, Latrice, where can someone connect with you if they're saying, hey, I need Latrice for my stylist?
All right. I am on Facebook. My business page is Sharp Image Hair Studio by Latrice. My personal page is Latrice Heard, LaTreseHeard. And my Instagram is Sharp Image Hair. So you can find me on all of those, or you may contact me at 202-286-1924. I also provide online booking. So you can also just search for Sharp Image Hair Studio by Latrice and book online.
I love it. And Rochelle, if you can give your salon information.
All right. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. It's Sarod's Hair Gallery. That's SIRODS Hair Gallery. I'm located on 3055 Leonardtown Road, and that's in Waldorf, Maryland. And my number is 301-877-4100.
Okay.
Follow me, like me. See me.
Yes, I love it. There you go, guys. If you're in southern Prince George's County, Waldorf area, wherever you are and willing to travel, that's right. Make sure you check them out. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to go for another quick break, and we'll be back with my final guest, Miss Adrena Sawyer.
Everything attached to me wins. Everybody sing it. Everything attached to me wins. 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 Hey, hey, oh, you win. This is what we declare over you. You will win. and tell them everything attached to you wins.
My final guest this morning, and it is Adrena Sawyer. Adrena is the founder of the Minority Christian Women Entrepreneurs Network. She's the president of PERT Consulting, which is a consulting firm for nonprofits and small businesses. She's originally from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and she is the author of The Other Side of Assertiveness, Ponder in Her Heart, and The Long Way Home. Welcome.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
I know. Oh, my God. Right before we came on air, she's like, I forgot we didn't really know. We haven't met each other because we've been in contact for months now.
Right.
And I love it. You were actually a guest on my podcast, right? Look now, actually my first season.
Oh.
And so, you know, it's just so exciting to meet you because you are just, I follow you and you're doing some fantastic work.
I appreciate that because likewise.
Absolutely.
Likewise.
So I just gave just a small snippet of what you're doing, but please share just a little bit more about what you're doing and who you are.
Sure. So I guess a little bit about me. Oldest of three, like Dr. Renee, your previous guest. Originally from Sierra Leone, grew up in New Jersey, came to
New Jersey?
Yes.
Connections all around.
Okay. Came to the DMV to go to school, Howard University, go HU.
Go Bison.
Go Bison. And now I'm just, trying to live our purpose. I tell everybody that I encounter that wants to know. All of these different things, McQueen, PERC, book, whatever it is, it's all about purpose.
Absolutely.
Conversations, private conversations, purpose. If it's work, purpose. Relationships, purpose.
Yes.
That's just who I am.
I love it. And so you actually came to the United States when you were 9.
Correct.
And it was really under duress.
Right.
So can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So my family and I came when I was 9 years old because there was a civil war. In Sierra Leone. It actually ended up being a decade-long civil war. So for 10 years, my home country was torn apart. And so when the war came into Freetown, which is the capital of Sierra Leone, where I'm from, that's when, by God's grace, my family was able to leave. Dr. Renee talked about it earlier about just giving glory to God.
Yes.
Because the way things worked out is my mom used to work for KLM, an airline at the time.
Wow.
And so while a lot of other people were struggling to get out of the country, God had so, finessed it and positioned us to be in a position where through her work we were able to leave.
Wow. Yeah. Grateful for that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about PERT Consulting because you actually help nonprofits as well as small businesses.
Correct.
So tell us a little more about that.
Sure. So PERT stands for Passion, Experience, Relevance, and Knowledge, and those are our core values. So everything we do is based on those concepts. And what we do is we provide 3 types of services. So there's entity formation, which is helping people structure properly. So if you want a 501c3 or you want an LLC, we register that. And then number 2, strategic planning. Because what I'm finding is that a lot of people have really brilliant ideas. They just have no idea what to do with it. And so we help people create, again, structures that are sustainable for them. And then the final is business development. And business development is really just industry speak for growth. And so whether that's marketing support, fundraising support, we offer services to help people grow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so you founded the Minority Christian Women Entrepreneur Network.
Correct.
So that, and I want you to really tell really what your mission is with that and then some of the events or services that you provide in that network.
Right. So I get really, really inspired when I'm in a room like this.
Yes.
Because this is not popular and it's not common. And what I mean by that is to be in a room with women who are power players, women who are discontent, just saying, my life is just normal, people who just took a leap of faith. And so McQueen was really born out of that. How do we mobilize women to be in a position where they're self-assured, to make big moves? How do they do it well? Not just, purpose.
Yes.
I think that's trending right now, but how do we really live purpose in a way where 10 years, 20 years, 15 years later, your kids are living off of that purpose? And so that's where McQueen was born, to create community for women, to provide technical support for women, and to increase the representation. I'm tired of being the only person in the room.
Right, absolutely.
That's a woman, or that's black, or that's Christian, or at least claiming it out loud. Like, I'm tired of that. So I wanted to create a space where we can all come together.
It's awesome. Oh my goodness. And so the book that I really wanted to bring light to was The Long Way Home.
Okay.
That, and a lot of people think that's your autobiography.
Right, they do.
I've got that. And it's not.
It's not. It's not.
not. So tell us a little bit about The Long Way Home.
Sure. So prior to starting my own business, I was in social work. And social work broke me, right? Because you encounter a lot of broken people. A previous guest, talked about brokenness with women. And so some of the stories you can't make up. And so The Long Way Home, after a while of just hearing these stories and seeing these broken women, was me creating a creative outlet for myself to tell some of their stories and tell some of my own story too, but to give it a happy ever after ending. And so it's a coming of age story about a young girl who got lost, did some things she probably shouldn't have done, and then ultimately she's, metaphorically finding her way home, but she's literally finding her way home too.
Exactly. And she really was making some bad decisions and was really trying to come up from that.
Exactly. Horrible relationships, bad men, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Exactly. I so enjoyed it, and definitely once I got on air, I said, I've got to have you here because and again, after following you, just doing so many great things in the community and beyond. So that's really awesome. Oh my goodness.
And Dr. Sharon, can I toot your horn for a little bit too? Because she's doing just as phenomenal. I think all the women in this room are doing phenomenal. When you reached out to me, it was really humbling for me. Because when I looked at your Facebook page and your social media presence, and then I Googled you, of course.
That is so funny.
I was like, this not some, corner, hustle type of thing. Like, this is somebody who's really legitimate and really passionate and very consistent as well.
Thank you so much. And I'm just all about collaboration. Uplifting the next one. Lift as you climb. That's what I believe. So,
Absolutely.
So anytime that I'm able, because I did that through Facebook Live, and when I was blessed to get in this space, I said I definitely want to continue that. And so everyone that comes on this show is going to be about that same vision, uplifting. Because exactly as Dr. Renee said, it's time for us to just be who we are.
Yeah.
We don't have time to be anyone else.
I agree.
And so
Totally
I love
agree.
that. Oh,
Totally
my God.
Totally.
Woo, this was just such an impactful show. But please tell everyone how they can connect with you, how can they order your books, and any special events that you have upcoming.
Sure. So to connect with me, with Perk Consulting, our website is www.perkconsulting.net. And then my personal website is andrinasawyer.com. And then I'm on social media. So I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. I think that's about it. At Andrina_Sawyer. And I prefer Instagram over Facebook, so find me on Instagram.
Everyone has their preference. Absolutely. So please connect with Adrena and all of my wonderful guests today. It was just such an impactful show. And I thank all of my guests today, from Adrena Sawyer, I thank Shakitha Jeffries, I thank Latricia Hurd, Dr. Renee Allen, and Rochelle Johnson. And this is Dr. Sharon, always reminding you, the bigger the dream, the harder the grind. Push, pray, and continue to grind.